Hello everybody, it's TJP Purdy here. Terrence Purdy. Swing with doing some, really don't know what I'm gonna do today. Play some more games, I guess. My part, yeah. But anyways, you see my players are 88, and it won't let me go up any higher for right now. He's a crafty all-around point, and he's a point guard. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, today, let's see. We got a couple games I want to get in today. No media, alright. Let's see what this dude does. Cool. Alright, let's play our next game.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Moments away at Wells Fargo Center, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champion, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
But no question.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been to the NBA
example.
Finals. No question. Another example. It doesn't hurt, man. If you have a great people know who you are.
Late night dining, huh? That's the barometer of big city.
Yeah,
late night
dining. Say, hey, go to Sacramento. See what time you can get a meal.
Hopefully this game a feast for the viewers as we turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
All right, let's go. Let's do this, guy.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. 2K.
First, I want to look at game stats, and I want to just hold up. See, compare. No shot chart. All right.
Sports brings you Friday night and.
All right, he's very good at finishing play with a setter on the rail press. All right.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Freak. And here's Covington from the arc.
That would have been real nice.
By Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle.
First rebound.
It's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And a wide open look for Freak.
Nice.
It's an open look and hits.
Nice.
Here's Russell. 35 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in.
You got to show
Russell's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Baseline jumper. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Second chance shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Larry Nance has checked in for Moscow.
Point guard, I get a
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
All right.
Los Angeles leading by 10. And here's Russell. 8 points for him. Nance. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. And so he hits both. The 76ers trail by 13. Out to the right wing. Here's Freak. Rebounded by Tucker.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And after just 1 quarter of play. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint?
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
And we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter.
Oh, my shot
out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Norris Cole. And it's Williams at the shooting guard. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Harkless with the steal. Here's Cole. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
That's good. 12 points for Williams.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They need to put the ball in my hand.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Fires from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got 5 points so far.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry, and you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Hibbert with a screen for Williams. Off the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And that one's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Russell. No luck. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Coach, I need you to let them know that I need the ball in my hands. We're gonna skip this. Ain't really nothing that we need to talk about, so.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a 1-2. Both teams will make substitutions. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Freak in a 2-guard. Nerlens Noel is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Hickson with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And stolen by Noel.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Here's Freak. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Excellent D there from Okafor.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Covington dishes to Freak. And he's finally able to knock one down. Freak's got 7.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Outside Russell. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Ooh.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mozgov. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Harkless.
Get the ball inside.
Plays it in off the breakaway. He's got 5.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
76ers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Cole, the pass to Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Los Angeles, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the first one drops.
At the line for the 76ers, D'Angelo Russell. At the line for 2.
And so Russell hits them both. The 76ers trail by 14.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Picked by Okafor. The dish to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 9.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And Russell gets it to go.
I will, Cool Kid Geese. Cool Kid G's. All right.
29 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Passes it to Freak. He feeds it to Okafor. It's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the shot is good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here at the end of the third quarter,
should've got my bunnies up some more.
Lakers lead by 16. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. Some teams deciding to change it up. Now here's Randall taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Bogut. Mozgov is out there with Roy Hibbert, and there's Hickson, and it's Randall in at the point. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And the Lakers with some changes. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Bogut. Williams comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Russell in for Mozgov. The 76ers trail by 16. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak and Hibbert with the block. They recover it. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Russell. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Grant. Nobody near Williams. And again, the Lakers no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The pass to Holmes. Here's Freak. Off target from outside.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Now, here is Russell. D right on him. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Timofey Mozgov.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. This one for three, and he gets it to go. No problem on the three from Freak.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And so it's the Lakers.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Yeah, we failed that game.
Welcome back, everybody.
Right.
This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a.
We just got to try harder next game, guys. We just got to try harder.
Some cheer.
Alright, we're gonna go play our next game against Dallas. Career total assist, nice. Alright, let's play this game, guys.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 70s like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champion, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
But no question.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been to the NBA fight.
We already watched that, guys, so we're going to go ahead. No.
It's the Mavericks in Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA. Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's another road game for the 76ers. Damari Carroll comes in, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Wesley Matthews. Taking a look at the 76ers. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Okafor out there with Noel. Then it's Robert Covington. And the shot is good. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Scott Skiles. Doris?
Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blocking they're certain to face in this matchup. He's certainly cognizant of it, and he told me this. If we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover, that will help. Also, getting them on the move in the half court, whether with ball movement or screens, will also serve us well. Kevin, if they can execute, they'll have some success.
And Doris, as always, thanks. And guys, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
No doubt.
Hell no.
That is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Here's Freak. A three-pointer off the mark.
That was just horrible. That was horrible. As soon as we start the game, we started off wrong. That was horrible. All right, let's play against New York.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th
Why do they
market,
keep doing the same
San
thing
Antonio
over and over
Spurs
again?
win the NBA champion, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So, no, you just have to have...
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. Checked in.
All right, let's go.
Here's Smith. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Taking a look at the 76ers. Freak, he's in at shooting mode. Okafor out there with Grant. And it's Holmes in at the 4.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
They set the pick. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Afflalo. And stolen by Afflalo.
What the fuck?
Here's Williams. Finished off the break.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Well, I think...
Well, guys, my stride is not working because my controller's slippery.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. Big change for the Knicks last year was implementing the triangle offense. Obviously, Didn't exactly go how they wanted, but Shaq, how long do you stick with the triangle before you consider some other shape?
You know, being a master of triangology, you know, it's very, very difficult. But, you know, I don't think the Knicks really have the talent to pull it off. But, you know, just need a lot of patience and, you know, just keep it going because it does work. Trust me, it works.
Yeah, it works when you have Shaquille O'Neal or Kobe Bryant. Other than it's just...
All right. Here's Freak. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Freak in at shooting guard. Okafor out there with Grant. And it's Holmes in at power forward. Okafor gets the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, the Knicks head coach had a couple of minutes to spend with me. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations
getting
their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Freak. Lopez sets a screen for Smith. Pass to Williams. Puts up a three. The rebound by Grant. The 76ers trail by 3. Passes it to Holmes. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Freak. 11th in free throw percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he deserves a lot of credit for being such a clutch free throw shooter. It's not a glamorous part of the game, but we know how incredibly important it is.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Porzingis. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Austin Rivers in for Ish Smith.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Lets it go. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Rivers can't hit. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continued to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
To end the run, Robinson pulls it.
Oh, yeah, this game I'm looking forward to.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away at Wells Fargo Center, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For Cleveland, they come in off a win in their last outing against Phoenix. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. Tonight we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt you from a lot of areas of the floor. And shoot the three off the dribble, spot up three, dribble, break you down off the dribble, get you in transition. Which way can he beat you? He's a natural born scorer, But when he's becoming that natural passer, it makes this team almost unstoppable to beat.
Yes, natural born scorer. That's because he was born in New Jersey. People underestimate his strength. He's tough, he's strong. And I don't know between him and Steph Curry who has the best handles in the game.
I was just going to ask that very question.
You might have to throw Chris Paul in there, too. He's got some handles.
No way. Stop it.
Okay, those two.
Okay, then who would you take?
Handles-wise? Yeah. Oh, I'm going with Kyrie. Just strictly handles, I'm going with Kyrie.
Man, shut the fuck up.
It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Freak kicks to Okafor. No luck. Good D by Thompson. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded out low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
Move the ball. Stick it too much. Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Here's Freak. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
It's deflected off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. So it's the Cavaliers now. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. That's in there. Love with the assist.
All right.
6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Grant against James. Here's Freak. Oh, good on the triple.
If you wouldn't have tipped that ball, I swear that
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by James, and that one's good. LeBron's got 5 now.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the rejection by Smith. Now here's Irving. D right on him. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 8.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Freak, who's covered by Irving. Freak knocks down the step back Jay. Freak's got his first basket of the night.
The quick step back gave him just enough separation to get that one up.
James kicks to Love. Pass to Irving. Elbow shot is on the way. They grab their own miss. Thompson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Pachulia, he's checked in for Love. McDermott comes in for LeBron. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And stolen by Noel. Freak with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. He's covered by Irving. Here's Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 7. McDermott dishes to Pachulia. Feeds it to Irving. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Now here's Freak. Pachulia covering. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Freak got a piece of it, but he recovers it. 3 on the clock. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Don't piss me off like
Freak's
that.
got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's taken 8 shots and he's missed 6 of them. It's been uneven for him in terms of shooting. He's still trying to get on track, though.
Outside Irving. Can't cash in from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed.
And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his triple.
We don't
that
care.
There is straight talk from a man who
me and
does
LeBron
not pretend.
alright, but I
LeBron
don't care
James
about
with a
that.
textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey,
I
I'm
wasn't
just
paying
one
no
of the 5
attention,
guys.
sorry, right.
No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Doug McDermott is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Irving in at the point. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Freak passes to Noel. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point big group substitution here for Cleveland. Pachulia, he's checked in for Frye. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for LeBron. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Shumpert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Free throw good. Freak.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Outside Irving. The screen from Thompson. Irving kicks to Pachulia. Pass to McDermott from past the arc. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the score, Clark. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit here. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Irving drives in, 9 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Freak. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Oh.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. The feed to McDermott. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a huge play there, Kevin. The trade and the foul. Not what the defense had in mind there.
Now the pass to Freak. Embiid the screen. Freak right through the D for the layup. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the first half.
Gentlemen, I'm over.
Let's hear what Coach has to say.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes. It's hard to argue with a bunch of layups and 6-footers. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And when it comes to the speed of the game, I'd love to see it being played at a walk, not a sprint, if you get my drift. Let's not hurry things. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far.
I have to agree there, Coach.
Julia, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Doug McDermott comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for Smith. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Freak. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Embiid, no good.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Freak. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Irving drives in, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
They get it back. Pachulia and Embiid with the block. Here's Freak, and it's good.
Oh, over LeBron. Oh, LeBron, boy. Oh, LeBron. Oh, man, this I shot over LeBron. But what?
Go to the free throw line.
Hit. One shot. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done.
That was nice over LeBron.
Concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Irving attacking, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
To the inside. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Noel.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
And then Shumpert slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Boy, if that would have won.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a...
I think it's going to
here again with the fourth quarter. Might not get the 76ers making a switch here. Freaks checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 10. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Doug McDermott is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
To the middle, here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
That was my fault.
Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Freak. They get the rebound. Hole. And slammed in for 2.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Okafor with a screen on Smith. Freak kicks to Okafor. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it was good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Kicks it to Love. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any
small
choice
forward
but to blow the whistle. I mean,
y'all need a small forward.
Both free throws good from Love.
What a great game for Love in this one. 9 points and 4 assists. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
And I like the fact that he's been a positive player all day. Hasn't had a lot of errors.
That was a force out.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze going straight to the bench.
The Cavaliers leading by 13.
See, that's why you don't put me in small forward.
Outside Irving. Left side, Love. Goes back up, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively.
And so it's Cleveland taking care.
Kevin, you got
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Oh man, we're gonna need to do more hard work.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. Kyrie Irving.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck.
Hey, but I shot over LeBron.
That'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
You don't see that every day.
You to know that it's our time, you and me.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Toronto Raptors at Air Canada Center. Checking out Toronto, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. For a few seasons now, we've seen the Raptors find a lot of success in the regular season, but they really have trouble making a postseason run. Why is that, Jet?
Well, they rely a lot on their perimeter players, and that could be dangerous because sometimes, you know, perimeter shots can be off. And then they really don't have a defensive stopper, Ernie.
You know, we all know they play the up-tempo game, Ernie, but when it slows down in the postseason, it's harder for them to adjust. Until they learn how to adjust, they're always going to lose in the first or second round.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Tip-off approaching. Thanks for joining us.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Philadelphia 76ers. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. You take a look at the Raptors. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, and this has been their domain, no doubt about it. I mean, they've made this arena a very difficult one for you as an opponent to come in and have success. So the question is whether or not they can continue that dominance on this homestand.
I'll look at the 76ers starting group. Latrey, and that is good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Johnson against Grant. Five on the clock. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Noel, a screen on Lowry. Down low, and Noel gets to Embiid. That's good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Outside Lowry. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Powell, that's good.
Let me get up. Sorry about
his
that,
second
guys.
basket.
Sorry.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Move the ball.
Swiped it away.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Outside Lowry. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. The 76ers trail by 13, and the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And a wide open look for Freak.
Nigga, are you
Done
serious?
a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Powell, the pass to Lowry. Clock at 6. Passes it to Ross. Back to Lowry. Raptors get it back. Philadelphia's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Freak. The 76ers with another miss.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
They need this one. No luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And DeMar DeRozan, star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning the championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, Freak in at point guard. Grant is out there with Okafor, and it's Holmes in at the power forward. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers played really well. He ended with 13 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game.
All right.
Toronto leading by 17.
This is what I wanted.
DeRozan dishes to Ross. Kicks to Powell. Goes right through for bucket number 3.
I ain't scored yet, so let me go and put my game up.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Feeds to Freak. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. Shoots from the baseline. Biyombo with the block. Here's Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Covington in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. Covington's got his first points in this one. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside DeRozan. Plenty of space. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Here's Ross. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, you're right. Powell kicks to DeRozan. And he gets the bucket.
He got my ankles.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Raptors lead by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a bit of a cushion here. How do you keep up this intensity for the rest of the game?
I don't think it's me anymore, guys. The reason I ain't got the ball is because my teammates keep trying to score when they know they're not going to score. See, that's what I don't like. See what you gotta say now.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least. Let's learn from what happened and make the second half a different story. I want to see more offense on the low block, more points inside. Let's get good position in the paint and make sharp entry passes. Those points will come if we do that.
All right.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about great numbers.
So he's jacked in for Toronto. The 76ers trail by 20. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Powell is out there with Lowry, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Okafor, the pass to Freak. It's stolen. And they're on the break. Finish off the break. 14 points for Kyle Lowry.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Noel dishes to Freak. Back to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Here's Freak.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Toronto. Ross comes in for Joe Johnson. Here's Powell. No good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And Teletovic kicks to Ross. It's good from long range. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Covington passes to Freak to stop the run, and the jumper is good. Freak's got 5 points so far. Toronto with the ball. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Pass to Valanciunas to the right side. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Powell. He's got 6. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Takes it from 10. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 10 points now for Valanciunas.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. Lays it in off the breakaway.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Freak. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away.
Welcome back as we get ready to start. That's a completely new group for Toronto. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Taking a look at the 76ers. Freak in a 2-guard. Carl Landry is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. And here's the break. Here's Freak. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Inside. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Johnson. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And it's Freak missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Now here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. Teletovic in the corner. Now the dish to Powell. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Screened by Valanciunas. Powell, that's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got 1 more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Lowry. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end.
And so Toronto takes this one.
Well, Joe, congrats.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now
right, guys,
to present our Kyle Lowry.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
That game was a disaster. They wouldn't pass me the ball. They wouldn't do anything right. I blame them for that. That was really their fault. Bum, 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 bum.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is going to be our last game.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA. O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the 76ers going through a bit of a rough stretch. These guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only 1 win to show for their last 9 games. Al Jefferson played for several teams in his NBA career, but no matter what uniform he has on, he is a load, a real handful, Kenny.
Well, he can shoot the mid-range, Ernie, and that's probably his biggest asset. And, then he could take you down on the block. That's probably one of his bread and butter moves. I like his jump hook, though, because when he goes to that, it creates space in the lane and allows guys to offensive rebound as well.
The starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At power forward, Holmes at the other forward position. Holmes at the center position at 7'0".
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to Toronto. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, they were just...
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Denver.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Outside Batum, and stolen by Noel. Here's Freak. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Walker. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
The 76ers trail by 3. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Koufos. Outside, Walker. Outside, Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. If there's an area that he feels they've got to overcome offensively, he said it's probably the shot blocking they'll face inside. The key, he said, is playing unselfishly. We have to make the extra pass to punish them for rotating. Guys, they have to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Back to you.
And Doris, as always, thanks. And guys, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at... the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Showing what we got.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Do it.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Lee comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Smart subbed in for Kemba Walker. Freak kicks to Noel. Here's Freak. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Freak's got 7 points. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Passes it to Koufos. Lee outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined...
Got the game nice and tied up, guys.
And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker about his mentality when he steps out of the floor.
You got to do it, you know.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, they've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Freak, he's in at point guard. Joel Embiid out there with Robert Covington, and it's Holmes in at the power forward position.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
76ers trailing. The dish to Freak. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Lee.
Nicholas Batum.
There's the steal. There's the pass to Freak. It's stolen by Jefferson.
Why are you losing the ball? Like, come on. In your hand.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Smart wide open, he fires. Hits the three-point line. Smart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Freak. Offline with his three.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Smart passes to Kid Gilchrist. It's Jefferson high post. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And that one's good. 9 points for Freak.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside, Batum. Screen by Jefferson. Now here's Smart, guarded closer. 5 to shoot. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Lamb kicks to Jefferson.
That's the ball.
Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's Freak missing.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Yeah, it's true.
Now here's Smart. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Dishes to Kid Gilchrist. He feeds it to Smart. Bangs home the trifecta. Smart's got 6 here in this quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league ranking. Second in opponents. 4th in opponent points per game. And they've made the most of the mistakes that they've been able to force. I mean, they're a top 10 team in points off turnovers.
And they've been outstanding defensively. As you can see from that ranking and opponent field goal percentage, they get after it and make everything a challenge.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Jefferson. Kufis comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Dinwiddie's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Marcus Smart. Here's Dinwiddie, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Freak. No good on the 3.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Outside for Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's now 6 points for Nicholas Batum. The 76ers trail by 11. To the right side. The feed to Noel. Kicks it to Freak. On the money from 12 feet away. Freak's got 11 points. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Ajinça kicks to Walker. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And we finished one half of that.
Maybe after this, we could play some My Part. This will be the last game I play. Not the last My Part game. Coach, you do. Our team, we doing pretty good for right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Charlotte second. Checked in for Charlotte. Smart comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jefferson. Then there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Freak. The 76ers again can't hit it. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And the dunk by Batum.
Tack a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Freak. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 9. Pass to Walker. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The 76ers, number 1. The Hornets, 4th.
Yeah, and these are balanced defensive teams, Kevin. They don't just do it in one particular category. They do it in all defensive categories. The one we're talking about here is points allowed per game, but they're able to do that because they control the pace. They don't let teams do what they want to do. They keep the opponents uncomfortable.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Charlotte. Lee comes in for Walker. Here's Covington. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he gets it to go. Hornets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Screen by Jefferson. Pass to Ajinça. Good on the baseline, Jay. Ajinça's got his second bucket tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Embiid with a screen on Lee. And it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How his last 10 games have gone. 2nd in field goal percentage. 5th for free throw percentage. Stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Smart kicks to Ajinça. Embiid with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Here's Freak. Finished off the break. Freak's got 17.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Smart kicks to Jefferson. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And the shot falls short this time.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Feeds it to Noel. Lets it go. And Jefferson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And offense.
I think I got some seconds to go out.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Charlotte making some changes. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Koufos. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Smart subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And so in the game for the 76ers, Freak in at shooting guard. Robert Covington out there with Carl Landry. And there's Embiid.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Takes a 3. They get it back. Landry. And Embiid throws it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And stolen by Freak. Lets it go with a 3. The shot is off. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Kemba Walker. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fight.
You know what, guys?
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie.
One last one. I need to spend some more time with my fans.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And for Philadelphia, they've been going through a bit of a rough stretch. It's been tough sledding. The loss is mounting. They're simply not playing up to capacity. How to fix it is the question. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA.
And a bird downtown. It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got man and 76ers. Portland also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. And it's John Lure in for Michael Beasley. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with John Lure. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it? Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Picked by Okafor. Jacks up a 3. The 76ers with another miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Farley covered by Lillard. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Trailblazers trail by 7. McCollum passes to Aminu. There's a screen. Plenty of space. And Lure gets it to go. Lure's got his first points of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum. So for the Trailblazers, their last game lost to the Wizards.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The feed now to Lillard. There's the 3, and he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by McCollum, and it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
McCollum, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Freak. Offensive rebound. Covington with the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers on top, up 4. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean,
still don't
his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the floor for Portland, Patrick Beverly out there with McCollum. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Beasley, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ariza.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Freak passes to Holmes. Shot clock at 5. Grant. The shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
How are y'all tipping the ball in?
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Come on.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end.
I know how to start this.
Throw down inside or run
They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And of course, there's the 76ers, 9 games back.
And for Philadelphia, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah, which is exactly where they are right now. It's not too late for them to make that kind of emphatic late push that turns a season from average to excellent, though. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. It's got to be nice for them to know the game.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And that one's good. Freak.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
Portland trailing here. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Pick by Okafor. Covington dishes to Freak.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
And both free throws good from Freak.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
And it's Beverly missing.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Davis. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the rejection by Noel. To the middle. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Covington. And that's 10 points for Freak.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Continue to have smart possessions. Let's keep the turnovers to a minimum. That was a big boost to our offense. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on them. And let's head out there in the third with one play in mind that will get our offense rolling. The pick and roll. Let's see what kind of answer they have for that. We've been treading water for too long in this game and letting them hang around. Let's get this going. Get fired up.
Okay,
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Lure comes in for Michael Beasley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Damian Lillard. Freak in at shooting guard. And Embiid is out there with Grant. And it's Holmes in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Ariza passes to Beverly. And it's McCollum in the corner. And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Keep it going.
And he makes both free throws. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And Beverly kicks to McCollum. And the shot is long. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And that one's good. He's got 10. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Davis. A stupendous finish in traffic. Davis has got 6 points.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
In the last month, let's see how the Sixers perform. First in lowest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And the shooting numbers a bit woeful. Just top 20 in the league in field goal percentage.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
The 76ers making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. Feeds to Ariza. Kicks to McCollum. There's the pick. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The 76ers trail. Freak dishes to Noel. Embiid kicks to Freak. 23 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6 for the lead. And yes, sir, that one drops. Freak's got 5 points in the quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
From deep. Can't get it to fall. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So the 76ers making a change here. Freaks checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Lure's checked in. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Beasley. Huddling out there with John Lure. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
The foul.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Covington inside the line, and he hits it to tie the game up.
That was nice.
get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
It's been a nice game for Freak. 15 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Coach, I didn't hear words you say. I mean, I'm going to assume you said you got to play hard and go hard. My slogan, so we're going to do it.
Here's McCollum. To the wing on the left. Lillard left side. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
At the elbow, it's Freak. Pass to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Nails it.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
There's Freak. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lillard attacking, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time.
Okay, guys, we are down, but not out. Focus and execute. Freak, you're our leader out there. Now let's go.
Here's Freak to the paint. Noel passes to Covington. Here's Freak. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. From deep three-point range, no good there. And so it's Portland.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Alright guys, I'm like in this episode here. Hope you enjoyed the little like, comment, subscribe. Have a superb day and goodbye.
Thank you.